Okay, now that we understand how inheritance works conceptually, let's see if we can create some moving parts using these concepts and look at the mechanism in detail. Here's Visual Studio with an almost empty console project waiting for us, and in our program main method, our product owner has already neatly laid out the requirements for us. So, looks simple, right? Let's see if we can get cracking. First, let's get ourselves a new class, which we call dog. That is an internal class. We will make it public. No, we will have to give it a name property. So it's a string and it's called name. Good, getter and a setter. Now let's give it a constructor. And in the constructor, we are going to get the name. And we are going to assign that to, hang on a sec. We are going to assign it to our name property. Like so. Now we need to enable the dog to jump on the couch. So how do we make it jump on the couch? Well, we'll write that out because we don't have a real couch here. The sofa is now covered in horsehair. Well, let's use the variable there. Like so. Like so. And we will want to learn the dog how to pee. So public void pee. What does a dog do when it does what it needs to do? Whoops. It locates a vertical object to pee against. Then it raises a hind leg and it opens the floodgates. Good. Let me see in the requirements again. We have a dog, we can give it a name, we can make it jump on the sofa, and we can make him pee. So, how? Well, just create a new dog. And the name will be Fido. You probably saw that coming. Now that we've got ourselves a new dog, we can ask the dog to jump on the couch. And we can make the dog empty his bladder. Like so. Good. That means we have fulfilled all the requirements and we should actually be able to run this. So let's give it a shot. Of course, it opens on the other screen. I'll drag it here. We have seen Fido jumping on the couch and we have seen him execute whatever it needs to execute to pee. So looks like we made our product owner happy. We just need to, because there's, oh, I was missing some brackets. It's almost like somebody did this on purpose, right? So let's get rid of this extra space. Whoopa. Now, we can create a new dog called Fifi. We can make Fifi jump on the sofa, but if we make her pee, that's not going to make production because female dogs don't pee like that. Female dogs just squat and let go. They can do that anywhere. They don't need a vertical object. They can even do it in your living room if you're not watching. So let's make her do that. But how? Well, our first inclination would be, of course, to make a class female dog and to have the same implementation for um, creating the dog, giving it a name, and jumping on the couch. But then we would be duplicating code. Now, it doesn't look horrible as it is here, but say that this method would have something like 80 lines of code or something, or call a few other functions elsewhere. That would mean that we have a quite interesting bunch of duplicating code, and we do not want duplicated code. We do not want to have to maintain the exact same code in two different places, or 15 if we have 15 deriving classes. So we have a solution for that, and it's called inheritance. So let's refactor this particular solution to use inheritance to solve our problem. So what we'll do is we will create a base class that has the properties and methods that both male dogs and female dogs share. And we will then make our class for the male dog and our class for the female dog inherit that base class, so that they actually do share the same code for doing things that are not dog gender specific. So, first we will be going to create a new class. Clickety click, add, and I'll do it with a shortcut from here on. So, let's call it dog base. Please note that if you are creating a class which you intend to be a base class rather than a class that can function um, independently, to make a suffix here which is base for the class name. So we add this. We have an internal class that we will make public. Now, we already decided that the name property is going to be something that is valid for both the male and the female dog. So we can have that property in the base class rather than in the derived classes. So public string name. Good. Now we need an instantiator, a constructor for the base class as well. And we will get a string name property, and we will set that to name equals name. We will set the property to the parameter that we get in the constructor. Now, we have also decided that both male and female dogs jump on the couch in the exact same manner. So, rather than having a jump on couch method in the class that is going to inherit us, we can take this out and we can plug it in dogbase. That way, if we need to extend the jump on couch method with something like 80 lines of code, and if we want to call any functions, we can put them in here internally. So we now have a dog, which we will rename to be a male dog, like so. And yes, I want to rename all the references as well. So we will now have to tell the male dog class to inherit from dog base. This will introduce a few problems. The first one being the name property, because that's now duplicated. We already have that in the base class, so we don't need it here. Now we have a problem in the constructor because it's trying to create a new base class without the required parameter name of dog base. So we will have to tell the constructor, get yourself an instance of your base class and specify the name parameter here. So this tells the male dog class, if you are instantiated, instantiate your own base class and plug the name in there. So we don't need this anymore. We have already decided it doesn't need a jump on couch method, it just needs a p method. Okay, now we need to also do the same thing for the female dog. So let's create a new class called female dog. Let's make it public. Let's give it a constructor. And let's tell the constructor to get his instance of the base class with the name property, which we forgot to put in here. I said in here, like so. Okay, that resolves our problem. Now we, of course, need to tell it that it has a base class, which is called dog base, like so. And that takes care of that. Good. Now, the female dog does not need an implementation of jump on couch, but the female dog does need an implementation to pee because she will pee different from the male dog. So, public void pee. How do we pee? Being a female dog, well, we squat and we let's go. Female dog can do that wherever they want. They don't have to find a vertical object to aim at. They can do it in the field. They can do it in your living room if you're not watching. This is enough. This fits our requirement. So now let's go back into our program. Let's create a female dog called Fifi. So, new female dog, which, no, that's a bit too much. That shouldn't come as a surprise. Now let's make Fifi jump on the couch, which she gets from the base class. Wait, we will do that here. And we will make Fifi P. And just like that, it looks like we have now finally fulfilled all the requirements that our product owner has laid out. Let me see, are there errors? No, there are no errors, so this should actually run. Just for cosmetics, let's add a separator here. like so. That's to make it a little bit clearer. And let's go for it. Of course, open the other screen. There we go. Okay, Fido has jumped on the couch. Fido has done what a male dog needs to do to pee. Fifi has jumped on the couch. And Fifi has done what a female dog needs to do to go pee. So we have fulfilled the requirements of the product owner successfully, and we could technically call it a day. But there are a few more concepts that I want to show you, and therefore we are going to go to the next video.